This is another Bass 66 Chevelle's videos here. I got this 302 we've been working on and off of in my 78 Ford, and always been quite interesting. I'm draining the oil out of it, getting ready to throw the intake on it, and before I put the intake on I got to adjust the valves. And since this thing had thought it was a blowed quote unquote head gasket, it ended up being that intake was this port back here was running down and going into it. But anyway, got the intake off here, and I'm gonna flush this motor out. And I mean, I don't think it's really gonna matter, but I went ahead and got me a couple gallons of gas here. Y'all are probably gonna cringe when I do this, but this motor, I mean, it's already screwed up, so it's really not gonna hurt it. I'm just trying to get this thing running at least enough to where I can move it around my yard and all, and at least be able to drive it up down to haul stuff if I need to. But you know, eventually I'm gonna have to get another motor for it. But right now it's just trying to get it where its truck's is functional again. But I'm gonna take a couple gallons of gas here and force down this intake here. And I'm trying to flush all the trash and everything out of it. I think I about got it. And before I take and obviously before I start it, I'm gonna take a quart of oil and I'll pour all over our lifters and our cam and everything. And you know, I'm not gonna dry start it because that's worse than what oil is in it that's left off the cam lobes, and I don't want to wipe the lobe out. Of course, it really don't matter anyway, because I was looking at some of these lifters and it's probably got a white lobe anyway. As you can see, this one right here is sitting further down, and if we looked at one that's where it's normally should be sitting, well, it's about flush with that groove here, but we look at this one, it's further down, so it's not gonna hurt it. I mean, this motor's about done. I'm basically doing all this work more or less just to be able to move this truck around. And who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll get a little bit of tiny little bit more service out of it. But I've been taking in doing that a couple times, flushing all this garbage out of this motor. I really want to pull the oil pan off, but time is kind of an essence right now, and I'm really hurting for a truck. So I'm trying and hoping I can get all this garbage out of this motor, and then I'm gonna put fresh oil in it, of course, and I hope I at least get it by a little bit. But that's what we got here. So it's been draining all the water and oil out of it, and I mean, it was bad. I mean, it is mostly water. I'd say about 90% water and 10% oil. I'm hoping to goodness it didn't screw everything up, but I know them bearings are probably really bad. So hopefully, I hope it don't spin a bearing or anything. But anyways, where we're at here. So I've been flushing and flushing out. I'm trying to get all this garbage out of it. I really want to get love to drop the oil pan, but I just don't have the time right now. So there's all that garbage there. So hopefully it'll be good. Because I figure gas is more of a solvent. So I'm dumping all that down in there. And hopefully it'll help flush all that out. I really want to drop the pan for two reasons. I like to drop it just to clean all the trash out of it. And the other reason is just to kind of to check it out and see how bad it is. But man, it don't look good, that's for sure. It really don't look good. But see, as it evaporates away, we'll let it sit, of course, for a couple days. That way it gets all the vapors out of it. But we'll take a little bit of oil. But see all this garbage down in here? Try to flush everything out really good. So at least get it now where it's I'm trying to get everything out of it as much as I can. That way when I put fresh oil in it, it doesn't get contaminated. Now I'm gonna take it, once I get this thing running again, I'm gonna change the oil and I'll probably run it a little bit, and then after that I'll make sure everything's okay, and then I'll probably go on and probably take and change it again. I'll probably change it 2 or 3 times and just kind of ensure that get all the garbage out of it. But that's my main thing now. I'm just trying to flush all that stuff out of it and get everything out as much as I can. Alright, so I dumped a little bit of gas in this cup here. So we're going to pour that down and flush all that out. Let me cut it under here. And hopefully it's draining out. It's hard to see what it's doing. Let's see. There we go. There we go. What am I looking at in there? It's funny. There's that. Apologize for the bad camera here for a second. I'm trying to locate where the heck. There it is. That's what I was wanting to see. Ooh. That don't look good. It must be full. Trying to figure out what that piece was in there. No, apologize for the bad camera.